The saying goes, we laugh to keep from crying. Laughter is the best medicine in putting on a brave face. Many of us have heard these cliches, but they serve us more than we know. My mother also tells me, count it all joy. We must prioritize joy in a world increasingly marked by division and violence. In my personal life and in my professional career, I have learned that Black girls have cultivated a powerful example of what joy is and how we leverage that joy as a positive emotion to promote collective action and civil discourse. I'm in the 4th grade math class when something took me off course outside. I'm distracted by the sound of a slammed door. I look out the window, past the hopscotch, past the 4 squares, and I see a Black woman with a beautiful head wrap storming outside the building. Everyone wondering who that was. But I recognize that walk, that power walk. It was my mother, my Jamaican mother. For the remainder of the class, I could not focus. I desperately wanted to know what happened. Later on, my mother picks me up from my after-school program. Holding her hand, I ask her what happened. She says, Lexi, I had a meeting with your teacher, and she said that you were not capable of succeeding in school. In my mother's eyes, the treatment that I received was vastly different than the treatment for other students. I felt depressed and anxious, which affected my ability to do well. Immediately, I wanted to start creating joy spaces for Black girls. Not only that, I wanted us as a society to understand how we leverage joy as a positive emotion that can shift social conditions and solve our nation's largest issues. Joy is defined as this intense feeling of happiness and pleasure. Black girl joys are deliberate choices made daily despite systemic oppression. Black girl joy is about finding and creating and cultivating joy amidst challenging circumstances, which is resiliency and agency. But you're probably wondering, Alex, why joy? How can we be joyful in our current socio-political landscape? Well, my meaning of joy comes from the work that I get to do every single day with girls. You see, joy is not necessarily about happiness. Sorry to break it to you. Joy is a choice to withstand difficulty. It is the ability to see ourselves and others as fully human. It is to be capable of creating an expansive vision of liberation. Think to yourself, what does joy mean to you? When was the last time you truly felt joy? Who were you with? What was the conversation about? When you have answers to these questions, you'll see that it can point you towards solutions to solve our nation's largest issues. Joy can serve as an equalizer by fostering positive connections and shared experiences. When people engage in joy, they often find common ground and mutual understanding, which can bridge divides and ease tensions. By sharing these emphasized moments of joy, our conversations become more collaborative and harmonious. But in order to get to this point, every one of us, we must actively choose joy. I choose joy by working with Black girls in youth development programming. I don't work with Black girls just because I am a Black girl, but I recognize the unique ways Black girls are positioned in our society. Because of this, I run an empowerment program for Black girls. One of my favorite students, Kiara, 13 years old, she asked me, Miss Alex, why are you always talking about joy? She followed up with, it's hard to define. We just do. Kiara said, we just do. Kiara's joy is an action. Black children's joy is an action. Joy encourages us to take action. One way I take action is through movement. As a dancer trained in both Afro-Caribbean dance and modern dance, I have experienced firsthand how these movements allow the body to experience this profound sense of liberation. The fluidity and the rhythmic complexity of Afro-Caribbean dance with its loosening of the hips, the driving beat of percussion, and the grounding of the feet. These are not just physical movements. Rather, these are deep, deep manifestations of joy and cultural identity. I'm fortunate to teach these dance styles to Black girls in my community, guiding them in discovering their own freedom through movement. During our sessions, I observe as they engage with the dance space and with each other. As they coordinate their steps and learn new techniques, a vibrant energy fills the room. I see the way they collaborate to master the movement, exchanging tips and encouragement. Their laughter resonates through the space, a testament to their enjoyment and camaraderie. You see, the process is not really about learning to dance. It's about building collective joy. Black girls navigate pain, trauma, because of intersectional bias and discrimination, but it doesn't stop there. Meaning, Black girls don't deny these realities. Rather, we move towards celebrating our cultures through Black radical tradition. Black girls navigate pain and they navigate trauma, but what they focus on is their identities, their peace, their healing. Their joyful experiences highlight a universal emotion that transcends individual backgrounds, fostering a shared sense of humanity. Their joy serves as a model of creativity, illustrating how embracing joy can solve issues. When we choose joy to solve issues, we come up with solutions. So in my work, I focus on political violence and educational disparities. I choose joy as my methodology. For example, in a study done in 2024 in Sweden, researchers examined the social dynamics of a community garden, which I call a joy space. They were trying to see the interactions it had with broader socio-political forces. They interviewed 6 residents that participated in the community garden. And what they found was that this community garden created a sense of belonging. However, the researchers acknowledge that this is just one strategy to reduce inequality, right? We all need to actively choose joy in order to create change. When we reclaim joy as a transformative power, our worlds become different. Joy becomes this transformative power that heals communities. When we integrate joy into our community building efforts, we have things like community gardens, street art festivals, dance spaces, all of these spaces allowing for joy to happen and for civil discourse. The solution lies in Black girl theory, that when it comes to joy, we need to just do. Thank you.